Can you sense rice in your blood? Of course you can't. You're not on this level. That's why I'm your health guru, and I have a couple people to help if you don't mind. So if you ever have a question, post it on down below, and after I'm finished swimming through the criticism and the attacks, I see, oh, there's a question, and I see it. Do you feel damaged to your gut microbiome being carnivore or keto? How do we repair the gut, most importantly? Absolutely, carnivore destroys your microbiome. Just try it. Go, like, it's cool that you never fart. It's like, wow, look at me, but I noticed a lot of terrible sulfur hell, like hot action coming out of my ass. It was so painfully burny. I was like, I'm not eating any spices. What's this sulfur hell coming from? It was painful, like burning liquid mulva. That's not the word. That's a female something. Do you have one? So whenever I hear someone say like, I went carnivore to fix my digestion, it's so much better now. I know that path and like what it feels nice at times having no fiber in, but if you try to eat fiber again, then you realize it's not fixed. Just like a high-fat diet heals diabetes until you eat sugar again, and then you realize, holy shit, I'm more insulin resistant now. So like, it doesn't heal, and I have a feeling everyone on the carnivore diet's gonna die a horrific satanic death, but that's just on me. That's just in my mind. It might not be true. So for me, like my digestion's pretty good. I had 2 bowel movements today. One of them was easy. The next one was a little more struggle. It's not perfect over here, but what I've noticed is you build up to the fiber. You don't just go hogwash. I'm eating beans with broccoli for dinner. Like, go really slow. I'm adding beans now and I'm doing a tablespoon at a time. It's been 3 days in a row of just 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna throw out the rest of that can of beans because obviously that's gonna rot in like 4 days. So it's okay, it was $2. But I've noticed 0 increase in gas, and I'm getting so many bean antioxidants, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe I'm living to 200 now. So it's like, go slow with the fiber. Don't just have raw vegetables in the beginning. Like, don't even try that. Not even lettuce, I don't think. Be careful, just a bit of fruit, and try the white rice. Like, that was nice for a bit, but now it spikes my sugar too high, whereas quinoa doesn't. You're probably not ready for quinoa, so just measure it, weigh your food, and see how much fiber you're getting. And just, fruit is the friendly fiber. Watermelons and melons, they're so safe. It's mostly water. And then it's just like some of these grains, white rice doesn't stab you. And then when you're ready, you try like a cucumber, half a cucumber, slight mini cucumber. Like we're talking, you start experimenting slowly with the fiber. Don't just, the fiber fuel cure. That book, Fiber Fueled, like maybe he probably does say like, go careful and slow, but when you hear of all the benefits of fiber, you want to start eating lots of it. But I'm just telling you, go slow, be careful, add some, and then more, and then more, and then you're eating like 80 grams a day, 100 and 150, and like, wow, look at this, I'm pooing 16 times a day, and nothing wrong with that. So basic tips to heal the gut, just start slow with the fiber, stop eating irritating foods. They're all different, but there's some common ones like wheat, corn, soy, those F me, dairy and eggs. There's all kinds of nightshades might be a problem. There's all kinds of anti-nutrients in plants, but not all of them bother you all the time. So like as your gut is compromised, some of them will bother you more than others. But like as you fix the gut, you shouldn't be reacting anymore. So like just go slow with everything and just like keep your diet simple, then you'll know. Keep a journal and it's like you're only eating like 3 or 4 different foods and it's like, okay, I'm safe here. And then you add a little bit at a time. Stop being so impatient. That's what's F to me, the impatience. And then I'll add this and then another food and 6 foods at a time. Oh, which one F'd me? Go slow. How many calories are you eating? A lot. I'm fat now. I've been gaining weight and I don't even mind. I'm not fat, obviously. I'm like the ideal body composition most likely, but I notice it as you sit down. It's like, okay, there's some like flub here on the gut and it's like, that ain't right. And something's off here, I'm getting too fat. I don't think I need to be that fat, but I'm not measuring, I'm just eating lots. And I was doing that. Now we're backing off a bit. We're going with a little intermittent fasting. I fasted 18 hours yesterday. That was nice. That's just a modest little intermittent fast. 2 meals a day now. We're just cramming it in there, 6-hour window, one big fruit meal, watermelon flush, and then the starchy grain meal with the veggies and the raw veggies, all the fiber. As for calories, I've measured it on and off over the years. I've never felt good trying to cram in like 3,000. That's always been like, how the hell do you even get that much food? Like fruit-wise, if you're a fruit-based and you're aiming for 3,000, you're banana-based. A raw vegan diet is just a banana-based diet. There's no way to do it with just juicy fruits, unless you're Eli, of course. And then he throws all information that we currently have from science out the window, and it's like, yeah, just apples for me, no B12, who needs that? So it's like, cool if you're a breatharian monk training in martial arts and you have a powerful mind that you can shoot lasers and heal robots with your mind, then okay, you're Eli, you're cool. Eat whatever you want, not much. For the rest of us, you're banana-based. And I don't like bananas, so that's why I'm not raw. Just looking at today's food, so I had a watermelon. Yesterday's, it was about 500 calories for half a watermelon, but I didn't cut it equally, so today's only 400 calories. So yesterday got the bigger half. That's unfortunate for me today. Uh-oh, I'm tired. So next meal, quinoa, I measured about 300 grams, which is 1,100 calories. So right now, without any vegetable additions, we're at roughly 1,500 calories, but it'll be, say, a couple more added to that, say like 1,800-ish. And then if I'm still hungry, I eat more. I have like brown rice crackers, wild rice crackers, olives sometimes. At the very end, don't eat fat and then carbs. You'll see the spikes. But throughout the past decade or so, I'm usually pretty good on around 2,000, 2,200, sometimes up to 26. Just listening to my body, stopping when I'm full, that's good. Smashing in calories just to increase metabolism, that never ends well for me. I only get fat and more tired. So I just listen to my body, and the less you eat, the more you're training your breatharian mind to exist with fuel in aerosol form. Mysterious. I just ate a meal, did I not? You heard it. All right, last question here. What diet do you experience the most mental clarity and cognitive function on? I will say this. Right now, I feel like my brain's on fire. We're good. Everything's fast streaming through the mind. On high carb, it's good. But sometimes it's not. And I'm not sure why that is. Sometimes I just, like, I'm a very improv guy and I just come up with things off the top of my head and it just comes in and like funny joke happens and like, oh, imagine this, a squirrel riding a dinosaur. And like, I don't have the same speed, it seems, on carbs. When I'm trying to improv something, I'm just like, what was that? That wasn't funny. Like, I felt funnier on keto. It's just something about fasting and high-fat diet with no sugar seems to be like the best. If you're only concerned about brain health, that does it, but it might kill you like 30 years before you should be dead. Mental clarity can be pretty damn good on keto, but it can also be really good on carbs. I don't know why there's swings. Just like my face, sometimes it breaks out and then it's getting better. Like literally 4 days ago, it was getting better and better to the point where I was like, it's almost gone. The forehead bumps, they're almost gone. And then the next day it was worse and then worse. And it was just this wave of like, it's better, it's worse, it's better, it's So like, I'm sick of that wave. So like, get off, stop buying surfboards. And I'm just like, come on, man, stop with the waves. So I don't know why. So I imagine it's somewhat connected with the mental clarity and the acne and everything. It's just too much carbs can really do it, man. Too much starch and fungus is eating it and pooing in your brain. I still had many brain foggy days on keto though. It was the same waves. It just seemed like when it was on fire, it was slightly better. But like there was no measure. It wasn't like consistent enough to where I was like, yeah, definitely. Mind is not super clear, but that's not bad. So thank you for the questions. It's always fun. I love doing these types of shows. I'm just always looking for ideas for videos. And then when I get a question, it's like, okay, let's talk about that thing. It's hard coming up with content for 2 channels. I do like 8 videos a week spread across both. And it's like, okay, what's next? Oh my God, there's nothing to talk about with cameras. Nothing's being released. We're being suppressed by the Illuminati. But your questions help. So thank you for thumbing up the video. Listen, you're thumbing this down, obviously, because when you were 6 years old, your teacher said, excuse me, you're wrong. A- for you. It's not perfect. You're not perfect. And you took that with you to adulthood. And now you don't believe in yourself. Well, let me tell you, my friend, there's an alternate you in many different parallel universes, and you can just become him. You can steal his life and kill his dog, and then you're like happier. You don't have a dog. Dogs don't bring happiness. Old man's best friend. Just be that guy. You'll get another dog. Relax. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. Subscribe for more.